Welcome back to the Citizens Defending Freedom show. Coming up today, more than 100 pornographic and violent books have been found available for children in a major Texas school district. Plus, outspoken celebrity swimmer Riley Gaines talked with us about transsexuals in youth sports. And one Christian college is stepping up to change K-12 education, and they're doing it for free. All of that and more is ahead on today's show. But first, before we get started, head to our website, citizensdefendingfreedom.com, and hit the subscribe button to make sure you don't miss out on any of our content. Citizens Defending Freedom has identified over 100 age-inappropriate books available to children in the Fort Worth Independent School District. After members of Citizens Defending Freedom compiled a list of the books, some were found to be pornographic, some violent, and some a combination of sexually graphic and violent. After a July 12th email to the school board, Citizens Defending Freedom says some of the library book catalogs were pulled offline. Besides an acknowledgement of receipt of the email, Citizens Defending Freedom says it has no correspondence with the board and the matter remains unresolved. Many of the books made readily available to the children by the school system have been challenged as inappropriate by parents around the country due to their graphic nature. They include All Boys Aren't Blue by LGBTQ activist George Johnson, which is sexually explicit and contains profanity. Let's Talk About It, The Teen's Guide to Sex, Relationships, and Being a Human. The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison, which includes themes of incest and child molestation. The objectionable books can be found in both the middle school and high school libraries throughout the Fort Worth school system, available for children aged as young as 11. Perhaps the most graphic book available to children is Lucky by Alice Sebold. That book relays the story of Sebold's own rape and multiple sexual assaults in graphic detail. This is not the first instance of inappropriate books having been found in school libraries. What's shocking is that the Fort Worth school system has not learned from other districts and looked for these books on their own. According to Dr. Chris Kittle, the education lead at Citizens Defending Freedom in Tarrant County, Texas, more than 100 book titles with multiple copies were found in the Fort Worth public school system. Recently, we were able to sit down with Riley Gaines, former female competitive swimmer for the University of Kentucky women's swim team. Gaines has garnered immense popularity after she spoke out following a tie with a biological male, William Leah Thomas, at the NCAA championships. Take a look at our conversation.
What was the moment like when you decided to speak out publicly about this?
I actually remember it pretty distinctly. Truth be told, I cowered all season. I waited for someone else to do it. I talked amongst my teammates and I talked to my coaches and my parents, but, relatively privately. But I had waited. I thought a coach would do it. I thought a parent would do it. Someone with political power would stand up for us. Someone who was supposed to be protecting us would protect us. But I remember the moment vividly when I'm standing on that podium holding this trophy that I know I have to give back because they gave the trophy to Thomas, who I tied with, the male. And I remember thinking to myself that if we as women, we as female athletes, really we as Christians, weren't willing to stick up for ourselves, we can expect someone else to stick up for us. And so it was right then and there that I had decided that I was done waiting and that I would take this upon myself to take a stand and say how this is harmful to women.
Mm-hmm. What tactics are being used now on athletes?
To keep us silent,
Mm-hmm.
it's criminal what's happening, actually. They instill fear. They do it through intimidation. It's really emotional blackmail, what they're putting us through. They told us, you'll never get a job if you speak out. You'll never get into grad school. You'll lose your friends. You'll lose your scholarship and your playing time if you speak out. We were actually told, you can't take a stance because your school has already taken your stance for you. When Thomas's teammates were concerned about the locker room aspect and they felt uncomfortable, understandably so, undressing next to a male, exposing male parts, they sent an email to their administration expressing their discomfort, and their administration responded back with, and I swear I have a screenshot of their response. It says, if you feel uncomfortable seeing male genitalia, here's some counseling resources that you need.
To see the whole interview, head to our Rumble channel, Citizens Defending Freedom. Now, Hillsdale College has been known for quite a while as a conservative college. They've refused government funding to avoid government regulations. Hillsdale College is now setting up charter schools in a dozen states. Their 1776 curriculum has picked up steam with more than 8,400 teachers and administrators downloading the curriculum, according to NBC News. The Hillsdale 1776 curriculum is a free, top-tier American history and civics curriculum that includes American history lessons from pre-European exploration to Reconstruction for K-12 teachers. The curriculum includes American history lessons from the Gilded Age to present day for middle and high school teachers, as well as complete civics and government courses for middle and high school teachers. To learn more, click the Hillsdale link in this bio below. Lastly, in case you don't follow women's U.S. soccer, the U.S. women's soccer team lost in the 16th round before the quarterfinals of the Women's World Cup. Megan Rapinoe, leader of the Pride and Kneeling movement on the team, missed this goal in her last career game ever. Now, I'm not a soccer player, but I have heard that penalty kicks should be pretty easy. Maybe she should spend more time practicing instead of protesting.
What do you have to say? What do you deserve?
I deserve this.
You deserve all of it. Everything.
Before we go, we want to leave you with our inspirational Bible verse of the week. This week's verse is Philippians 2:4. Don't look out only for your own interests, but take interest in others too. Isn't that a great reminder? Multiple times throughout Scripture, we're continually told of the importance to love God and also to love our neighbors. As you can see, Citizens Defending Freedom is doing important work. Help us today in our fight to protect children and push back against these radical ideologies. Please visit citizensdefendingfreedom.com, where you can learn more about our organization and generously contribute to our cause. Have a great day, and make sure to like us on all social media and tell your friends about the great things we're doing. God bless.